You've probably seen this before, a debate about what the best hotbar order is in Minecraft. And spoiler alert, it's none of these. About a month ago, I changed all of my hotkeys to what I think is the best hotbar order possible. And in this video, I'll be showing you my hotkeys, the order, and the benefits of using this hotbar order. So let's get right into it. So here are the controls that I used to use, and I made these controls many years ago and stuck for them for all these years. As you can see here, they're quite simple controls. 1 to 6 is the same, and the only reason I switched 7, 8, 9 was because it was too far to reach on the keyboard. And this is the order that I used to put my items in. And these are my hotkeys now. In the beginning, you might find this a bit confusing, but all I did was swap 987 with 123. That means that this is now my new hotbar order, swapping 789 with 123. Now, I know what you're wondering. I'm still pressing 123 to access my tools. What benefit is this going to give me? Well, I will show you right here. And it is all due to Minecraft's mechanics. So I'm going to call my 123 my tool slot, because that's where my tools usually go. When looting items will go to the available slot furthest to the right. You'll see why this is important in a second. So with this fact, if I use my original hotbar order, items that I loot are as far as possible to my tool slot. Now, this doesn't really change anything in terms of the way you play. The main advantage of this is that the items will be placed closer to 1, which means that it is less of a hassle to go to it, instead of using 8 and 9. Also, you'll be able to find these items immediately since they're right next to your tool slot. However, this is nowhere near the main reason that I decided to switch hotkeys. Similar to chest, items that you've just crafted. Because of this, if I was using my original hotkeys, I would have to spend time organizing my inventory after crafting. This might not seem like a big deal, but if you're a speedrunner like I am, or you're doing competitive PvP, every second matters, and this can help you substantially. So as long as you craft in the correct order, you won't need to organize your inventory. Now this will take a lot of practice, but once you've mastered it, you can craft tools with different materials for each tool, and still achieve that same result. Okay, so now I'm going to be explaining how to craft the items in the correct order. Now, I always do axe, pickaxe, shovel, so that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm going to be showing you the example of, but it will work the same no matter how you do it. I know some people like to have it like this. I preferably have it on 1, or axe on 1, just because I'm used to it like that. So this is a BT chest. Now, if you want all of your items or all of your tools to be the same material, you can have that material anywhere you want. The most important thing is you want these 3 slots to be empty. So I'm crafting, and as you can see, they're empty. So I do axe, pickaxe, shovel. So you craft it in that order: axe, pickaxe, shovel. Now I always do a bucket. Just as a speedrunner, you always need a bucket. But obviously if you don't need a bucket, then you don't have to craft it. Now in this example, you can see that I don't have enough iron to make all 3 tools. So this is where you're gonna have to do some special stuff. So what you want is the material you want that item to be in that slot. So for example, I want a gold axe, so I'm putting the gold ingot in the gold axe slot. I want an iron pickaxe and a diamond shovel. Now I always do the iron at the end, only because I craft a shovel. I mean, not a shovel, I craft a bucket. So it's easier because I already have the iron in hand. So let's say I do the gold axe. Once you craft the gold axe, you put the gold away. You don't want it in your hotbar. You do a diamond shovel. Boom. Iron pickaxe. I do bucket. Obviously, if you don't do bucket, then you don't have to worry about doing the iron at the end. If you are doing bucket, it's a lot better to do the iron at the end, just because you're gonna have that iron in hand for both things. There are some situations where you want only the shovel to be a different material. Now this is a bit weird for me because I have a gap here. If I was to craft the shovel normally, like this, it's gonna go to my second slot, which is incorrect. We don't want that. The only way I know of that you can bypass this is that you have to press 3. And then you do the X and pick X. There's no other way to bypass that issue. So yeah. One thing that's nice is if you want both your materials, if you want only the iron pickaxe to be one material, or if you want the pickaxe to be one material, you can leave it. So for example, I want a gold axe and shovel. I can craft that immediately. And then do the pickaxe and it'll work fine. Like that. So there's another example where I need to do that red shovel thing. So again, I would have to press 3 and then carry on with everything else. That's pretty much everything you need to know. Again, there's going to be a lot of getting used to. I know I definitely had a lot to get used to. But once you get the order, it's super duper quick. You could leave pretty much instantaneously once you finish crafting. So yeah, that's the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I will see you next time.